So 9 o'clock last night, she comes to my room and said, someone's knocking on the door. So I'm looking at my gun and I'm looking at my crowbar, and I said, I'm just going to go with the crowbar because I got a feeling I could just doof whoever it is in the head a couple times and I'll be done. You know, whatever zombie is knocking at the door. This is my light, so when I go feed my cats. The landlord knocks at the door. Earlier in the morning, like it's dark out right now, I walk the dog. He goes takes a shit down in the you be quiet over there. He goes and does his business down in the empty field down there, and she's like yelling up to me, like, and I got my headphones on, I can't even hear. She's like, whose dog is that? You know who the fuck's dog this is, okay? I mean, you know whose dog it is. What are you even asking for? So, you know, I know she's gonna be a fucking nosy bitch, and she comes over 9 o'clock, and the first thing I say is, kind of late to be knocking on my door at 9 o'clock at night in the darkness. You know what I mean? Like, I don't come down to your house when it's dark and knock on your door and rattle your family. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in bed at fucking 8 o'clock. She's like, well, that dog's got to go. And I go where? She goes, well, you got to find him a home. He can't be here. I go, well, you just let your cousin move in down the street. I mean, she's got a big-ass dog and about 4 kids and 15 other people fucking coming and going from her house. He's not going to destroy the house. He doesn't do anything. I understand completely. I've lived here for 2.5 years. Any of the places I've lived in, I've never, you know, she makes it sound like I fucking destroyed them. Oh, you let all these cats... Bitch, does it smell like fucking ammonia in my house? Do you know what I mean? Does this smell like I got fucking cats? I let a couple cats in, they eat and they leave. None of my cats come in the house anymore because of the dog. And it's like she has this phobia of like, dude, you come in my house right now, and it's like there's no. What do you think? I live like a fucking like a slob or something? You know what I mean? Like, so she's so fucking, you know, she has a couple drinks and she thinks she's gonna come down here and fucking intimidate me. I already know. She goes, well, you gotta find a dog at home. I go, listen, the dog lives here, okay, for 2 years. Me, you, your husband, and everybody else that's a fucking adult here has walked by this dog, and we've allowed this dog to be fucking abused. You, me, everybody, including your family. You own the place. You never once called the Humane Society. You never once called the Sheriff's Department. You never once did anything to rescue this dog. Oh, don't give me. No, I'm gonna give you all that. And it's not just you. It's me too. And I'm just telling you, I'm ashamed of myself. If I had the money and I had the resources and I had a bigger place, and I know that's all fucking bullshit, fucking excuses, I would have did it earlier, okay? I would have did it earlier, okay? But the dog's here. He's not going anywhere. He's not fucking your house up. What is there in here for him to fuck up? You know what I mean? It's a fucking trailer. What is there to do? You can't eat the wall. You can't reach it. You know what I mean? He's not an alligator. And I completely listen. I completely understand too. But, you know me, you know my care. My rent's already paid for. I mean, I'm already paid till July. Okay, we paid the rent on the 20th. You know what I mean, for fucking June. Never want. And then she's like, oh well, then I need a deposit of $500. Well, if it's about the fucking money, then just fucking come here and say you need $500 if you want to keep the dog. You're not gonna shake me down, and I'm gonna all of a sudden magically. I just want to ask people, what the fuck about me makes you think that we're negotiating? You know what I mean? Like, what about me? I don't even understand. Like, what part of you or anybody thinks that when you're talking to me, okay, unless we're talking about going outside for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, there's no fucking negotiating. You know what I mean? Like, the only negotiating I'm having is with her. Are you going to make rice? Or are you going to make quinoa? I'd rather have rice. I don't know. I just like it more. I just like it more. You know what I mean? But it's like, no, we're all guilty of this shit. We're all guilty. We've allowed that fucking dog to sit in that yard and be traumatized and abused and thunder and lightning and no shelter, no water, no food. And then you're going to tell me, now that somebody's done the right thing, that, I have to be penalized $500. Or whatever. I'll give you the fucking $500. I don't care. I'll give it to you this week when I get paid. Okay? Nut job. Don't knock on my. Oh, then maybe you could. And she tells me, oh, maybe you could find another place. And, I said, man, get out of here. Okay? And then, my whatever she is, she's in the next room and she has to hear all this. And she's already, on, level 5 probation with me. And, I've had to worry about I've had to worry about where I've lived my entire life because of my fucking retarded parents and their fucking fighting and all their nonsense and bullshit. And my whole life I've had to struggle I was never welcome fucking anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, okay? And like I told her, she's like, oh, she sounds, I go, listen, I've been dealing with this shit. I know how to deal with her. She gets all riled up, you know, and you just say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, whatever. And if you have to, listen, if it's something that you're right about, then you're right about it, okay? You got a fucking guy that owned the dog over there, human trafficking, selling crack cocaine, prostitutes. People are coming up from fucking, Backpage and all this other shit, going over there to sleep with girls in his house. And you're fucking over here talking to me about dogs, about a fucking puppy. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, but I'm just saying, I think you got bigger fish to fry. I pay my rent. I'm responsible. My house is clean. The fucking dog, I got my bikes in here because we got to clean out the shed. The fucking dog, other than that, whatever that's about, sits on the couch and reads books all day. I don't know what he does, but it's better than him sitting outside. I'm not leaving a fucking animal outside in the heat in Florida all fucking day. I don't care what anybody says, okay, about anything, okay? I don't care. I give zero fucks about it. If you want the $500, I don't even want the $500 back. Go take it and blow it on fucking Amazon. I don't care what you do with it, okay? Just the way you fucking approached me. Listen, I understand you don't want your house fucked. What house of yours that I've lived in has been completely fucked up? Like the stove, when I move out, the stove light don't work. Oh, I did put a fucking hole in the drywall. I told you about everything. I swept, I cleaned, I mopped the floor. I moved in here. There were fucking bugs behind the refrigerator. I took care of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, leave me the fuck alone for 15 minutes.